My name is Scott from Toronto, Ontario. Welcome to a new adventure.
Good afternoon everyone, and welcome to a different vlog today at Dizney Vlogs, and this is around Universal Studios tag that I have been tagged in by the amazing It's a Stakesy Thing on YouTube and Instagram. Thank you guys for this tag. This is 12 questions based around the Universal Studios, and I thought I'd do something a bit different today because I always try to please a bigger audience and try to do different things. So to freshen it up, I thought today I'd be around Universal. So I'm going to jump straight into these 12 questions. So number one, how many times have you been to Universal Studios Orlando or Hollywood? I have not been to Hollywood, and I have been to Universal Studios Orlando. So when we booked our Disney World trip, we had saved up and we discussed going to Universal Studios Orlando, and we knew how expensive it were outside of obviously the Disney trip itself, and you know, staying at the resort and paying for flights, and we paid for Discovery Cove, and in total it cost I think nearly $1,000. It was really expensive, and I'm glad that we did it, but it's not something I will be doing in a hurry again, and hopefully we can change that opinion as especially Ellie gets older. It turned out that the park seems to be aimed around a higher age range, and Ellie's 11 years old, and I'm not saying she didn't enjoy it, but it wasn't worth us spending the money because we didn't do as much as what we did in Disney, for instance, and Disney was worth the money. So we have been to Universal Studios twice. We bought tickets and we went in the day, and we also went to Halloween Horror Nights in the evening. We did have, I think it was a couple of days on the Universal tickets and a couple of days on the Halloween Horror Nights because they were paid for separately. So yeah, that's that one. Number two, have you ever been there when a new ride has opened? No, but we went when we went when a Scare House opened, a new one, and actually there were two. There were Ghostbusters and I think the new Stranger Things season 3 version opened, and they were really busy. So it's a 100-minute wait for Stranger Things. So we're going to walk around tonight, have a look, see what's on offer on the scare zones, because we can come back for another night, which I think we're planning to do. So yeah, it wasn't too long after Hogwarts had opened. So, and the queue lines for that was still astronomical. I mean, we were looking at them before we went away, and they were still up there in the 200-minute wait time, so it seemed like they were really busy. What is your favourite time of year to go to Universal and why? I can't 100% comment on that, but I presume that it will be around the time we went back in the year, August, September time. It was warm, and it was a Halloween period. I know in America everybody goes crazy for Halloween, and they did a fantastic job on it. So I'd say that's probably the best time of year. So, do you like Butterbeer? That shouldn't even be a question because it's absolutely amazing. And what's off Hogwarts Express and through, and just as you come around the corner outside Hagrid's, there's a little cart that sells butterbeer, and you can get in two forms. You can get in a drink version or an iced drink version, and we got the drink version, and we didn't know what to expect, but it's very, very sweet and it's really, really nice. It reminds me of a flavour that I've tasted before, but I can't put my finger on it. It tastes very British, it's weird. But we also got in Diagon Alley an ice cream butterbeer flavour, and that was amazing as well. So make sure you check that out. What do you think Universal offers that Dizney doesn't, and what does Dizney offer that Universal doesn't? Universal is a lot more action-packed. A lot of it is movie-based by, obviously, Universal-owned movies. I think it's aimed at a higher age range, more for adults and I'd say teenagers, as where Disney's more immersive, more magical and family-orientated, and that's where they differ. Have you been... Oh no, hold on. I'm rushing ahead here. Number 6. What is your favourite restaurant in Citywalk? We haven't eaten at any restaurants. The only thing we did do on Citywalk is go to vwdw, and you can't miss it because there's a huge donut chair right outside it, and this is what it looks like. And we got a box of mixed voodoo donuts, and while some of them taste nice, some of them didn't as well, but it was nice to try them and see what everybody was raving on about. Number 7, have you been to Halloween Horror Nights? Again, yeah, we did, and it was absolutely fantastic. Now, if Ellie had enjoyed it as much as we did, we'd have probably gone back there, because we bought a ticket, and I think it had 2 more nights on it. But also with Hurricane Dorian hitting Florida during our time there, it pushed a lot of things around. Like, we planned to go to Discovery Cove, and it got to move to a different day, so that like kind of put a burden on things as well, because that's a whole day. We still had SeaWorld to do. We wanted to go down to Clearwater Beach, and we just, I think, like, we've done so much, I think, as going to Universal Studios once in a day and once on the Halloween Horror Night was enough, and we got round everything. It's not that big, so yeah. Number 8, favourite Harry Potter attraction. Bonus, what is your Hogwarts House? Gryffindor. And the attraction, I don't really go on big rides. I think I've mentioned this in the past. The only ride that I've ever been on is the Corkscrew at Alton Towers, which is no longer there. I went on it with Lucy's eldest daughter Elizabeth many years ago now, and it was raining. I remember it really well, because there were hardly anyone in the park, and the queue wasn't big. I think there were about 5 or 6 people, and we all kept going round, running back into line and going on it again. And then eventually the guy that was sat behind the ride operationals technician, he was like, oh, just leave them on there, and we just kept going around for a while. But I really enjoyed that, and then when we came back the next year, it'd been taken down. So, but it's not something that I enjoy doing. I don't particularly like roller coasters. I don't like the drops. I don't get roller coasters. I don't know why people think it's fun to just go around on a track upside down and, like, you know, your belly going in and all that. I don't trust them either. You see too many like accidents in films, like you know, Final Destination, for instance. So yeah, and I think that ties into the other question as well. Have you ridden any crazy roller coasters such as the Hulk or the Rocket? No, don't like roller coasters, but I am really wanting to go on Hagrid's and really wanting to go on Tron Light Cycle Run when it opens in the Magic Kingdom in Tomorrowland. They look quite amazing, but I think again, it's just about speed on that one. I don't think they go upside down, so it's just sat on like a bike and you go around the track. Total different experience anyway. Number 10, what is your favourite memory of Universal Studios? Definitely the scare house that I went in. We only went into one because Ellie absolutely was petrified, and if I could have recorded it, which they don't allow you to, but it was dark anyway, you'd have seen the reaction. She was screaming, she was crying. I felt really bad taking her through there because she loves horror films, and I really was surprised by it. Like, she just reacted in a different way than I thought she would. I thought she'd really enjoy it and just be laughing and like, yeah, whatever. I mean, I jumped in there a couple of times. The scare house was absolutely fantastic. We went through the Yeti one, I think it were, and we would have gone on Stranger Things and maybe Ghostbusters, but the queues for those new attractions were astronomical. It was like 150-minute wait for Stranger Things, and you know, it just, if you think about the amount of money you spend to be there, and then you work out how much time you have on the evening there, and then take out the time you're waiting, it doesn't make it worth it to wait, in my opinion. I mean, if you live close to Orlando and you can go there as often as you want, then yeah, fair enough, if you've got a season pass or whatever. But you're there for one night and you want to experience everything. You know, you want to walk through all the streets with all they've got on offer, and see the different attractions that are open, and just get the immersion of that particular sort of event. You don't want to be wasting it stood in a queue. And you know, the Yeti one was about 35-40 minute walk into the building, and it's like, what, 5 minutes walk through. It's not worth the wait. So yeah, I'd say definitely the favourite memory of Universal Studios was walking through that scare house. They did a fantastic job in it, and they made me jump, so it really did its job, really, its purpose of being there. So number 11, have you been to Volcano Bay, and if so, favourite ride? No, I haven't been to Volcano Bay. You can see it when you go down the motorway in towards Universal Studios. You can see the big volcano, and I have seen many vlogs online, and it does look quite incredible, and it's something that probably we may do at some point in the future. I think there's a hotel there as well, if I remember. Yeah, have you stayed at the Universal Hotel is the next question, and if so, which one? Alright, so there's more than one. No, we haven't stayed in the Universal Hotel. Again, it's weird because Lucy, before we'd booked us resort in Disney World, it was discussed that maybe we could go stay in a Universal Hotel, but then they are really expensive. So yeah, Universal, I would give Universal probably 5 out of 10 because I haven't done everything, and I can't really say it's bad, and I can't really say it's amazing. I'd say it's average, so I'll give it 5 out of 10 because I'm amazing. And yeah, so they're the 12 questions, and I would like to tag Jodie and Lorelei in this, and I would like to tag, let's see, shall we? Let's just go on to my videos and see who comments on them to decide who is going to be tagged within this. So let's go to this one, shall we? Discovery Cove, the birds are taking over. Who's commenting on here? So Jodie and Lorelei, they're tag number 1. I would like to tag vwdw Challenge 2020. You're going to be tagged in this as well. And let's go to another one and see who else we can tag, because I'm going to tag 3 people. See, Dizney Through Our Veins has commented, but I know they've been tagged by It's a Stakesy Thing. Stakesy. I don't know why I always want to say Stakesy. I know they've already been tagged. We was tagged at the same time, so they're going to be doing it anyway. But shout out to those guys because they're amazing. I think I might get Jamie's Disney Kingdom to do it as well, because I'd like to take him out of his comfort zone. I see a lot of Disney stuff by Jamie and it's fantastic, and I'd like to hear and see if he's doing more than Disney, if he's been to Universal. So yeah, Jodie Laura Life, vwdw Challenge 2020 and Jamie's Disney Kingdom, you're all tagged in this Universal Tag Challenge, and please give your honest opinions on all those questions. Please guys, go check out this It's a Stakesy Thing. I always want to say Stakesy, I don't know why. Stakesy, yeah, it's a Stakesy Thing. Go check out their channel, I'll put a link in the description below. As always, thanks for watching today's video. If you enjoyed what you saw, please head on over to my channel, Dizney Vlogs, to stay up to date with all the latest in Disney news and other tidbits, and you'll be sure to join me on our next adventure. Cheers guys.